Hey everybody, Jerry here from Android Central, and we've got the LG Optimus One here in front of us. Just showed up in the mail today, so we want to have a quick look at it, set the phone off to the side, and see what's in the box. Interesting note, the box came gift wrapped. LG wants us to feel good about things. I had to open the gift wrap to get it charged up. Sorry about that. First thing you'll notice is it's a 220 volt wall plug. That's because this is a European unlocked or Asian unlocked phone. This will not be sold in the United States. The Optimus T and Optimus S from Sprint and T-Mobile will. They should be similar, but for now we get to enjoy this unlocked one straight from LG. We've got a headset here, not just earbuds. It's got a microphone, USB cable, and the user manual, which I'll read. I'm just not going to read it right now. That all set off to the side, and here we go. Let's pop open the back, zoom in just a little bit. It's got a 1500 milliamp hour battery, which comes in and out with a little bit of force and manipulation, and I'll show you why here when we get a little bit further along. There's your SIM card. It just slides in and out. Let's slide it out and slide it in, make sure it's seated good. Micro SD card. It has a little metal gate. Push the gate up, lift, and you can put the SD card in and out. Put it down and latch, and the SD card is secured. Much easier than it looks. Nothing to worry about. The battery, like I said, it's 1500 milliamp hours, and I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but there are little slots on the bottom, and they correspond with little pegs in the frame here. What you need to do is you need to take the battery at about a 45-degree angle, gently lean it back, and you can tell if it's in or not, and then you hear the snap, you know it's latched. Not hard, just different. And while we got the cover off, there's that 3-megapixel camera. No flash, but you can't have everything, so I won't say too much about that. Pop the cover back on. Notice it says with Google on the back. That's something we all love to see. Hit the power button here and get it started. You can see on the bottom you've got your 4 standard buttons. There's menu, home, back, and search. They are physical buttons. These two have this nice chrome trim around it, but inside the trim they're physical buttons, just like the other two are. Over here on this side, it's smooth. There's absolutely nothing. It feels good in your hand. I kind of wish the volume rocker was over here, but it's not. There's the volume rocker on the other side, up and down. Up top you have your 3.5mm headphone jack. There's the slit to peel the battery cover back, and there's your power button, and underneath you have your micro USB connector and a microphone hole so people can hear you. Up front here you've got your speaker grill, and there is a sensor you probably can't see. I assume it's a proximity sensor. There's no camera and there's no light sensor. At least there's no settings for a light sensor with this device, so I'm assuming that it's a proximity sensor. Get her fired back up, and you'll notice it's Froyo. We saw that 2.2 lock screen. That's pretty cool on this entry-level device. Let's go through the home screens here. Give it time to set up. You've got 5 or 7 home screens. Hit the button here and show you home settings. You set the number of screens to 5 or 7. You pick which one you like. I'll stick with 5. That'll work for me. Hit OK, and there you go. LG has brought along a few of their own widgets, which are pretty nice, so we want to look at them. Here's the calendar widget. You tap a day, and it takes you to that day. Notice I picked a day that I didn't have anything going on. Don't need you all finding me when I'm out and about and pummeling me with whatever you can get your hands on. There's connection manager. It's an easy switch between Wi-Fi and 3G. Got Wi-Fi here in the house. Might as well use it. So we'll leave that be. Text messaging widget. I use Google Voice for text, so not ever going to see much of anything up there, but it is nice for those who do use it. You can, compose or look at your inbox. See, I have none. Makes me feel so lonely. There's an alarm clock widget. I don't have an alarm set, but if I did, it would tell me the alarm time. I can turn the alarm on or off right here with a push right from the home screen. That's pretty nice. There's a weather and time widget. You tap it and it takes you to your extended forecast from AccuWeather. I really like that. Looks good, and nice, and gives you a lot of information. So that's a cool one. We'll have to look into maybe getting that into work on some of the other phones out there. There's a Google search. You notice it's got the voice search. This is Froyo. Music widget. There's what they call a dual clock. You can set it for any 2 time zones. You can set both of them for the same time zone if you want. Business travelers might find that pretty handy. I think it's fun to mess with. Can't get too much more polar opposites than Bonn, Germany, and Baltimore, Maryland. So those won when it came time to decide what got put in. And there's a memo widget. This does come with a pre-installed notes application. Jot down your notes. Here's a quick widget. Gives you access to them. Nice and handy. And then we come to the launcher. Notice the launcher looks a little bit different. Got your 4 icons on the bottom, and those 4 icons are adjustable. Put the market down there. You can put anything you want on them. I'll set it up for a way that works for me for a week or so while I look at it. For now, that's fine. Notice it says applications up there at the top. Scroll down and it says downloads. It's a separate category. You can see the 3 apps I downloaded. They're my essential apps. I have to test the market and stuff, make sure it was going to work. So those are the 3 I picked. And all that's adjustable. You can add a new category. You can rename an existing category. You can move items from one category to the other. You can uninstall applications, or you can just reset the whole kit and caboodle, and it looks just like this again with your downloaded applications at the bottom. Really nice touch, something we've all been wanting to see. It's real nice, for LG to throw that in there for us. And you look through the app drawer here, and there's no bloat, none whatsoever. The only applications here that we might not find on any other device would be FM radio. Yes, you do need to put a headset in to use as the antenna. And ThinkFree Office. Most phones have some sort of document reading and editing application. This one has ThinkFree. Twitter pre-installed. Pretty much what you'd expect from just a stock build of Froyo. And you can tell it's pretty snappy too. I like that. Really am going to enjoy playing with this one. Let's take a look in the settings before we go too much further. Wireless and networks. Tethering, yep. Wi-Fi hotspot has not been removed. But then again, this is an unlocked phone destined for Europe or Asia, and not for West Virginia or Illinois. So if you go to Sprint or T-Mobile and get one of their Optimus One style devices, either the T or the S, you might not see that in there, and that's up to the carriers. They have to look out for their best interests as well. So what can you say? It is on this one, so that's great. Nice to see LG. They know what the people want and they put it in. Anything else of interest here? Just like all other Froyo devices, you can pattern, pin, or password for the lock screen. And we'll go down here to what everybody always likes to see about phone. Android 2.2, kernel version 2.6.32.9. So it is a relatively new build of the Linux kernel. The build number is FRF91. That is the latest released version of Android from Google. So can't say they're not on the ball. Nice to see LG putting out something with the latest and the greatest on it. And it's awful nice to see an entry-level device that somebody has taken that much time and care to make more usable. Let's face it, Froyo makes the phones better. Nice to see it on there. DivX registration. The phone can play DivX files, including protected DivX files. When you purchase the phone, you can input the serial number on the DivX website, and you have license to play those protected files. And that's what this does. This tells you that serial number. I'm not going to show it to you guys. That wouldn't be fair to the next person that gets this phone. Maybe it gets it as a refurb or whatever. But that's what that is for, so in case anybody was wondering. And other than that, there's not a whole lot that we haven't seen before. It's just surprising to see it in this package. I'm going to take my time and look it over and let you all know what I think of it. You guys feel free to ask me any questions you can think about it. In the meantime, you guys have fun, and I'll talk to you later.